feel like laughing, but I'm not going to laugh because if I laugh now, look as if I'm making mockery of Christianity and thereabouts, you know. But I don't want to laugh. I just want to say something quickly. Hmm? Now, let me start by saying that I saw those posts circulating of the redeemed bodies saying that they are not going to let this TikTok, uh, this TikTok guy, what is his name, Blood or Seaking, I don't know what his name is, that they're not going to allow him, that they're going to let the law take its full effect on the case. Good or fine. That is the right thing to do if you are, as a Nigerian, that is the right thing to do. When someone defame you for defamation, cyberbullying, whatever, the law is supposed to take its course. But my only problem here now is the young man that you guys arrested and his followers on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. If they come tomorrow and start saying that Christianity and the church and pastors and everything, followers, are all scam, are all useless and rubbish, you guys are going to come on them. But first, you guys have forgotten something, that Christianity is supposed to lead by example, just like the word Christian come. You see, Christian come from Christ follower, Christ-like, people that follow in the footsteps of Christ. Now, if you who are Christian are actually following the footsteps of Christ, then you're supposed to know that even in that same Bible that you all read, the Bible also makes it very clear that even when Jesus Christ was still a little born baby, the king at that time actually made an order that all child should be killed, because he feel like a king is being born, and all the child was being killed at that point in time. But so far, fast forward to 30 years, 35 years later, when Jesus Christ has grown up, when he has started manifesting his power, he did not go back and start looking for the king and all his family members that actually wanted him dead then, or start looking for a way to get them killed. But instead, he focused and moved on to his mission. That brought me to this particular issue that we are having right now. Christianity is supposed to be Christ-like, to follow the footsteps of Christ. Christianity is supposed to preach peace, forgiveness. But if Christianity and the pastors and the followers start behaving like the secular world people, that when there be defame, cyberbullying, wherever, and they can easily get the police to arrest you and take you to court or whatever, then there's no difference between Christianity and the secular world today. Let's call a spade, let's face it. Evil Jesus Christ knew that he was going to be crucified on the cross, but yet he gave himself freely for that to take place. So if you as a pastor and you as a preacher, you are preaching and you know very well that what you are doing, you are trying to win soul for Christ, then arresting someone that actually defamed you or did not believe in your 100-day fasting because of what they say. Don't get me wrong, I'm not supporting him. For me to insult an elderly man is not my thing. I don't like that normally. But what I'm saying here is, if after everything you guys are preaching and you still take that young man to prison and you're thinking of taking him to court, if that young man eventually come out of the court and he and his follower decide to carry a campaign against Christianity, like they don't want to believe in Christianity again, they feel like Christianity is a scam, who are we going to hold? Because right now, with this singular act you guys have just carried out, you guys have already lost that soul. As long as Christianity is concerned, that guy is heart of Christianity already. And his followers, half of them are going to follow him also. So meaning you guys have actually lost on that part. My own saying is simple. If you guys are doing Christian, you guys should be Christian. And as a Christian, there are many things you're not supposed to do. And this is one of them. If the Savior, Jesus Christ, you guys are following, give his life peacefully for him to be killed, for him to be killed, what is defamation? That you guys are taking a young man to court or trying to use the police to intimidate him. To me, I think that this is totally wrong. I was really happy with the first thing Pastor Adeboye did when he actually said that young man should be released. But what his followers are doing right now, I don't know, but to me, I feel like this is really a slap to Pastor Adeboye also. Because if you must lead with an example. You must lead with an example. I respect him as an elderly man, believe in him as an elderly man, but what is going on right now, that boy should not be more than 20-something to 30. And if he's going through this in the hand of Christian, in the hand of the church, that means something need to be, that means they need to call the Christian body in order. Because there will always be defamation. Even in the secular world, there's continuous case of defamation. As long as you're on the social media space, they will always talk about you. But you must differentiate Christianity from the secular world. So if we as a Christian, and you cannot know that there's a place where you need to temper justice with mercy, a place where you need to put on the Christ-like, the Christ armor, and know that there's some things you're not supposed to do, that means a lot needs to be done. To me, I didn't like what the young man did. But the first step of Pastor Adeboye was the first thing to do to get that boy released. And if the followers say they don't want to get him released, then those followers are not listening to the preaching at all. They are not listening to the preaching at all. Because if they are listening to the Christians, then we know that defamation has nothing to do with winning a soul for Christ. I think I have seen people going to win soul for Christ and they beat them black and blue. They still came back there. They still come back them few days ago and still come to see preach the same thing. They beat them black and blue. They come back again until we want to start saying, let's give these people a trial. Christianity is not tradition. Christianity is not Buddhism. Christianity is not a secular world. Christianity has to go with a lot of sacrifice. So if you want to do a pound of flesh for a pound of flesh, then that means that is not Christianity. I'm sorry, but that is my own take on this. This is way too much. And the young man, I'm not in support of him, though, because I don't like people insulting elderly people, because I wouldn't want a young man to insult me tomorrow when I'm old. So that is why I'm going to say I don't like people insulting the elderly people. But on this note, I'm thinking as a Christian, they should let that boy go on the base of Christianity, not on the base of weakness, but on the base of Christianity.